Sligo, the inspiration to the works of Yeats, home to the majestic Van Bulben, and since 2012, the home to the Sligo Men's Shed. What is a men's shed?
The men's shed started in Australia about 25, 30 years ago, John. Something like that. It was a fellow that was working in the shed the whole time on his own, and he had a neighbour who was doing something similar. So he invited the neighbour in and they started working together. So the neighbour invited someone and he invited someone, and that's how the men's shed started.
Well, one of the things that struck me about the men's shed that I think it makes it work is that all the men have some input into deciding what they want to do. That it isn't some outside agency or some outside organisation that's coming in to say, look, we want you to do this, we want you to achieve that, these are the goals, blah, 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 blah. That the members themselves are the ones who actually determine, no, we want to do gardening, we want to do wood turning, we want to do walks, we actually don't want to do anything at all for a while, play a game of cards, etc., etc. And I think it's that freedom and looseness and flexibility around the activities that makes it an attractive place for men to come to, you know.
That's the idea of the men's shed, that everyone puts a little bit in or a lot in or whatever, you know. And to me, it's a lifeline anyway, you know. So it is, I come every them, you know. There's always something to do, you know, different.
But a shed without a roof is not a shed. The members struggled for a while until they found the old stables on the grounds of the residence of the bishop.
And it was James Derwin, yeah, was at the meeting, and he worked here for about 10, 12 years. So he knew this place was here, derelict. When we started here, now you haven't met her, Mary Brodie, she's with the VEC, yes, was here the day we took down the board for the very first day, and she says, you're off your head, you know. There was a tree growing out of the room next door. We didn't even know that room was there until the lads all got together and we cleaned it up, and you could see something in it then, you know. Because the room where the tea is now, that was the cow shed. The chains were still there for the cows. Yes. That was the pigsty across the road, the workshop. This was where they kept the carriage. You know.
It took us 3 months to get the kitchen or meeting room up and running. That was slabs, dry lined, painted, tiled and finished. We had an open day before Christmas, Brendan, as far as I can remember.
As a shed has its roots deep in its community, a symbiotic relationship develops between the shedders and its surrounding society.
And the other thing I suppose is that it struck me most about it was that when we were setting up the whole thing, there was a huge amount of goodwill out there in the community towards the success of the project. And like you said earlier on, you know, we didn't really have to push too hard to, you know, people were very helpful, would donate stuff to us, would kind of, you know, help us along and support us in lots and lots of ways, like coming to the table quiz or donating tools or the odd quid or a packet of biscuits or a cup of tea or whatever advice and guidance they could give, you know, all those kinds of...
You know, when you do a little bit of, we'll call it charity work, you get paid tenfold, yes, you know.
To this day, we're very proud that nobody has earned money out of it themselves. No one got any gain, only gain to themselves and their well-being and the way it helped them on themselves and how they felt good about it. But financially, I'm the treasurer and no one gets a penny. No one gets.
A men's shed is full of companionship and solidarity, with each person treated as an equal and with respect. This allows a shed to become as meaningful and unique as each person desires.
And I never done carpentry until I came here. I was a concrete man myself, and since I came here, when we've had the tools, I can work away at stuff and make stuff and that.
We come in, we chat. Now some of us do nothing, well, me particular, but well, I'm always there to chat to the lads or whatever, you know, and it's an outlet for men.
Right. Since my transplant, I was talking to a lad on the street one day, Bernard McGee, and he says, come down to the men's shed. and never knew what a men's shed was. So I was sitting at home one day watching television as usual, and I just happened to see Bernard again, and he says, come down to the men's shed, and been enjoying it since I joined. Absolutely enjoying it. So
I find the atmosphere relaxed, and I find people here experimenting with things that they might not have done previously, trying new things without a target being set. That's so important. Everybody doing what they want to do at their own time.
I think it has saved lives over the years, you know, because there's somewhere to go, you know.
It's a place to go, and in the morning, I love coming here. I've always got something to do, and it's either that or watch Judge Judy, and there's only so much Judge Judy you can watch.
I love it.